Hi, I'm Jen with Vista Wellness Center, and I am bringing you this yoga practice. So if you practice along with me and you enjoy your time, please like this video and comment on it on our YouTube channel. And in fact, you can even subscribe to it. You can also follow us on Instagram at Vista Yoga OR. All right, so in order to have a well-rounded heart health practice, we must start with a relaxation. So we'll do that seated in a chair, preferably an armless chair, and you'll also have it on a non-slip surface, preferably a yoga mat or at least a place where your chair will not slip. You may also want to have with you a blanket because we will be doing some things on the floor as well. And this can comfort your knees or maybe your head and elbow. You're not sure until you get going sometimes. And then some blocks. And if you don't have a traditional yoga block, you can certainly use a piece of wood or perhaps some hardback books, something like that. You may also find that you don't need any of these props and you're able to have ease of accessibility as you practice, but I'd like to have them around just in case. I don't always know how I feel or how I may need support until I actually get moving. All right, so in order to begin our centering and our relaxation, please sit comfortably on your chair. And be sure that your feet land on the support below you. And if they don't, you can actually put some blocks or books down there as well. And then for beginning, you're going to want to have your back pressed into your chair, and so that you're feeling as much of the chair support your body as possible. Good. All right, then if you are comfortable closing your eyes, you can, and if not, please just soften them or look in a point that's not directly at your screen, and we'll go ahead and begin. Please bring awareness to the opening of your nostrils. And begin to feel the air moving in and out of your nostrils as you breathe. Good. So if you get distracted, you can always bring your attention back to the opening of your nostrils. Next, please place your left hand on your chest and your right hand on your belly. Without any strain, try to deepen your breath while keeping it smooth. And when you're able to do that, you may feel movement of your belly into your hand, and you may feel movement of your chest into your hand. Doing your best to drop into diaphragmatic breathing or soft belly breathing. And with respect for our anatomical heart and our emotional heart, we're going to begin to encourage relaxation as we exhale, letting the shoulders soften. And as you inhale, sense that as nourishment for your body. May your exhalation help you wash away any worry or struggle. May it wash away anything that hinders you from joy. And in this breathing slow and deep, it helps us drop into the parasympathetic nervous system, and in turn helps us relax, lowers the heart rate, and we can then begin to settle into a more tranquil state of mind so that we can be more receptive to the sensations in our body as we move. As you're ready, you can place your hands on your thighs. And if your eyes were closed, please open them now. Great. And so we'll begin nice and gentle. And remember, you can modify and do this in the way that is best for you, at the time it is best for you. So take these suggestions through this program and make it your own so that you benefit from it. So first, please lift up your left leg, and it helps if you look at your toes in your foot, and you're going to start to move the toes into a lengthening and a bending. And you're also going to roll your ankle. See the movement. Feel them. And breathe with awareness. Good. If that starts to feel a little warmer and a little more lubricated, you can go ahead and put that foot back down and make sure it lands on the ground, because you need to press into that foot a little bit as well as activate your leg so that you're more grounded with your core stability so that you can easily, without strain, bring up your other one. And then looking again at the toes, watching the foot move. Feeling it move, looking for those little places where you may not normally move your foot to. You might even feel the relationship in the entire leg, hip, and even perhaps the low back simply by moving the foot and the toes. All right. And when that feels satisfied, you can put that down. And then you're going to do that with your left hand. You're going to look at your fingers and roll your wrist and spread and press. Well, you may as well bring up the other one as well and start there. Anything that feels right for you. Good. Now, let's get ready to move into seated sun breath. So still press down your feet, activate your legs. This time, pull your back away from your chair slightly and feel your belly as though it's going to firm, and feel that even with your hands. Good. And then on your inhale, begin to lengthen your arms out to the sides and up. Gaze towards those fingertips. And on your exhale, open up. The length of the exhale helps you lower your arms and tuck your chin. Continue 4 more times. Inhaling, the arms open and up towards the ceiling or sky. And exhaling. Upon completing that last one, lift up your head, keep your shoulders relaxed, and stay with your smooth breathing. Now, as you inhale, turn your head to the right, open up your arm, And as you exhale, turn your head to the left and hug that arm across your chest. Inhale, open out. Exhale, close. 3 more just like that. And then release that side and observe. We do the release, giving us that moment of observation and connection to our sensations. And then it's time for the second side. So 5 on this side. Inhale, look over. Exhale, bring it across the chest. The other arm can come up to give it a gentle press. And go. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And then pause in the release. Good. Now as you're ready, you're going to start to shrug or roll your shoulders. And you may already start to feel more awareness in your upper body. This little shoulder roll and shrug is also good when we have a little bit of a congestion in the lungs and when the chest feels tight. This can help loosen that up, but you don't want to do too much when you're under the weather, but you certainly don't want to be completely still. So this is something easy you could do. It really wakes up the neck, shoulders, collarbones, the shoulder blades, and of course, the chest, the lungs, and the heart. Great. All right, moving along, you're going to start to scoot forward a little bit so your back is completely removed from the chair. And then for a little bit of a wholehearted expression, we're going to inhale, lift the arms open, lift skyward. And then we're going to bow forward and close down the middle, reaching the arms back. Inhale, come to lift. And exhale, swing the arms back. And we'll do 3 more like this. Make sure your arms are separated far enough for your liking and your comfort. And if you're only working with just one of your arms today, go ahead and treat that kindly as well. I feel like I need to do a few more of those. So if you feel like coming along, let's go ahead and add 2 more of those. Good. Now this last one though, let's hold here. And you can either take a hold of the sides of the back of your chair, and then as you inhale, try to lengthen from your tailbone to the crown of the head. And then of course, if the head wants to move a little bit, to lengthen and stretch through the neck. If you can't reach your chair, just go ahead and put your hands lovingly on your low back. And then with your next inhale, you'll lift up, palms will close at the top, and you'll bring that down the center. Now I want you to let your thumbs land on your sternum, right there in the middle of the chest. Good, and as you breathe in, can you sense your chest rising into your hands? Good, now press your hands very firmly together. Feel that strength come through. And then when you exhale, start to bring your elbows together and lengthen skyward with your arms. And then bring it back down. Land on the sternum, lift your elbows on the inhale, and then exhale. Awesome. Take a little rest. Be aware of how you feel. Good. Now from here, we're going to make our way into standing. So our intention is to stay with our smooth, deep breathing, to use caution and care as we move, prop ourselves as needed, modify as needed, and simply have fun. It's Heart Health Month. We want some joy. So let's come on up to our standing position. And if you're modifying as you stay in the chair, that's great and fine. You can probably easily adapt some of these moves seated in the chair. So we will all start using the chair first. And I'm going to move these over just a moment. All right, so you are going to face the seat of your chair, and these are traditional cat-cow movements with our spine. We're also going to add a C curve, and I want you to pay special attention to the feeling of the length that you get in your spine to make it more fluid as you do these shapes. So hands come down to the chair, feet ground. If your hands don't meet the chair comfortably, you may want to bring them up a little bit on blocks. And then as you're ready with an inhale, send your hips back, lengthen your spine, and lift your chin slightly from your head, but let your chest have some space across the collarbones. And then on your exhale, you're going to curl the spine. And if you have no contraindications with your abdomen, you're going to hug your belly in. So if you're pregnant or have any issues right now with sensitivity or struggle, don't do the squeeze, just stay with the spinal movement. And those of you who are able are going to pull the belly in firm up under the ribs. Inhale and exhale. Smooth, rhythmic breathing. And when your body feels like you've had enough of that way of moving your spine, check into the C curve of the spine. The left hip comes forward a little bit as the spine moves side to side. And then when that feels comfy and evened out, you can come back through your mountain, touch your palms overhead, and then again, you're going to let your hands come down